Hello, it's Alyssa with Holistic Living. So welcome to May's Tarot Read. So this month I'm going to do it a little bit more like I have been. April I was guided to do it a little bit differently and break it up. But this month I'm going to look at the overall energy of May to begin with. So first of all, we have these two cards that came in together. So this is like a breakthrough, new territory card, and this is a family card or relatives. And it could be either children or elderly, and it could be new family. When you combine these two together, this could be new family dynamics or breakthroughs for current families. So I do feel like some people who have maybe been asleep for some time are going to have a little bit of abrupt awakenings where they're going to start to see where the awakened family members have been coming from. They're going to start to get little glimpses and little hints of, oh my gosh, like maybe they were right. Or, oh my gosh, I'm starting to see what they mean. So it's going to be in their energy. It's already in their energy fields, but it's going to drop down now a little bit into their conscious awareness. So they're going to be able to start to see a lot. And this followed it. So this is a calming card. This is a light of the end of the tunnel. This is we're out of the worst of it. So I feel like these kind of combine to me. Number one, I've always seen new dynamics for families. I see a lot of children that are going to be adopted into new families. I feel like there's going to be a lot of that because there are a lot of families and a lot of events globally that are going to be required that children find new homes. Some in some areas that we're all, we've been probably aware of for a while. But it's going to be a little more permanent for them. So we're going to end up getting away from, certain areas of the world where people are hungry and in need of shelter, and we're moving away from that. So some of these groups of kids are going to have to be moved. So there's that group of children. And then the other group of children are ones that maybe have just had a rough childhood. Maybe they only have one parent and that one parent isn't stable or dependable. So they're going to need new homes. And then there's, so there's different groups of these children. So I feel like we're going to have soul families. So what that's going to do is that's actually going to bring soul families together. So that includes children and adults, and it's going to help bring people together and form new families. And a lot of these, you're going to kind of start to pick up on it, especially if you're intuitive or if you are starting to connect with your intuition at all. It's going to start to pull you into the direction that these kids are in, And a lot of this is Akashic. A lot of this you've been together before. This is common. So this is a heavy theme I'm getting in the collective energy, and they're bringing it up in May. So there must be something that happens in May. And this is also new beginnings, new starts. This is also a children card. This is an emotion card. So there's going to be a lot of emotion around families, family dynamics, children. If you think about it, kind of what's been done overall, if you take a step back and look at what's been going on under our feet, if you know what I'm talking about, that's going to be more brought to awareness. So there's so many elements. This is so layered. There's a lot of information, I feel. Now, some people won't be able to see it. They won't be able to absorb the information. They're going to be fearful. Some people, if they chose not to stay for New Earth, they're blocked from seeing anything. They won't be able to see anything. Nothing is going to wake them up. Towers haven't worked and won't work. So there's that group of the collective as well. But overall, I feel like the collective, there's a lot. This is like I've one card. I'm kind of sitting on top of the world. It's a little bit of a celebratory card. So I feel that, as people ascend into this higher timeline that we're in with the earth. So as people start to ascend to that point, I do feel like you're going to be there's more peace. There's a more relaxed feeling. You're going to be able to see how things are coming together more. So there's a lot of layered elements to May. I'm getting that there's going to be little offshoots of things go on. So you've got the family thing over here, and then the children over here, and then you've got information coming out over here. You've got energy upgrades over here. There's a lot. But it overall doesn't feel very, it doesn't feel very, like some may feel it's chaotic, but I feel it to be actually a calm energy. So if you are kind of working your way up and you're kind of residing in this frequency here, you just kind of glance at it and, stay in your space, glance at it, stay in your space. So it's more those that are going through and just starting their awakening that are going to be coming through the chaotic muck. Does that make sense? That's kind of how I'm getting it for May. So stay tuned for part 2.